Hello students, I am Satitrakar. Welcome to Cars Physics. We are continuing chapter number 3, current electricity. Okay. So in this lecture we will discuss dependence of resistance and resistivity on temperature. Dependence of resistance or resistivity we may say. Okay. Dependence of resistance or resistivity on temperature. In previous lecture, we have discussed in brief about resistance. So resistance is the property of a substance. Resistance is the property of a substance due to which it opposes the flow of charge or flow of current through it. Due to property of resistance, a substance offers opposition or opposes the flow of charge or flow of current through it. Again, we have discussed what is cause of resistance. Cause of resistance is collision. Cause of resistance is collision of free electrons against rest of atom. Means when electron escapes out from atom, the electrons in outermost orbit gain energy from external source, means basically thermal energy, and escape out from the atom. When electron escapes out from the atom, then the atom becomes positively charged ion. That is the rest of atom. So those electrons are free inside a substance. Those electrons may move inside the substance in all possible directions or in random order. Okay. When a conductor is connected between terminals of a cell, all the free electrons tend to move from low potential to high potential under the influence of electric field. All these concepts we have discussed very nicely. Okay. So again, before starting to the lecture, I would like to advise you, my dear children, who have not gone through the previous lecture, go through it first. I have discussed in brief about resistance, okay, and also we have discussed some numericals which are highly useful for your board level as well as for competitive level exams. Okay. So what is formula for resistance? See, formula for resistance is M divided by M, E square tau into L by E, and formula for resistivity is M by M E square tau. Okay. So resistance is rho L by E. Rho is resistivity. Okay. So we have discussed the numericals. What will happen to resistance? Resistance depends upon how many factors? Resistance depends upon N, number of free electrons per unit volume, means the number density of free electrons. Number density of free electrons, number of free electrons per unit volume depends upon nature of material, nature of substance. Again, M is mass of electron, E is charge of electron. So, tau is the average relaxation of time. As we know, average relaxation of time inversely proportional to temperature. If temperature increases, then collision increases. Okay. So, frequency of collision increases, means time, relaxation of time decreases. Okay. So, we may say resistance depends upon temperature. Resistance depends upon length, and resistance depends upon area of cross section. Okay. Area of cross section. But resistivity depends upon M and E are constant, nature of substance, and tau means temperature. Tau is the relaxation of time. Relaxation of time inversely proportional to temperature. If temperature increases, average relaxation of time decreases. Okay. So resistivity depends upon nature and temperature. See, If length and area of cross section are kept constant, if length and area of cross section of the conductor, this is a conductor which is connected between terminals of a cell, this is connected to positive, this is connected to negative. This is area of cross section and this is length of conductor. If length and area of cross section are kept constant, then both resistance or resistivity. If length and area of cross section are kept constant, then both resistance or resistivity depend upon nature and temperature. This is the fact behind dependence of resistance or resistivity on temperature. Of course, depend upon nature also, nature of substance. Okay. In this lecture, we will discuss dependence of resistance or dependence of resistivity on temperature in different cases. In case of conductors, semiconductors, of course, insulator also comes like semiconductor. Okay, conductor, semiconductor, insulator, and electrolyte. And finally, we will have theoretical idea and elementary idea on the concept of superconductor. Okay, and as usual, at the end of lecture, we'll have some fundamental numericals on variation of resistance on temperatures. Okay, this is the highlight of this class. Let's start. If length and area of cross section are kept constant, both resistance and resistivity depend upon nature and temperature. Okay, this is the concept. This is the concept. I'm writing the formula again. Both the formula resistance M by N E square tau into L by or resistivity is M by N E square tau. Okay. So we'll discuss bit by bit. Let's consider a conductor. In case of conductor, we'll discuss how resistance varies or how resistance depends on temperature. Okay. Let's consider this is a part of conductor. This is a part of conductor connected between positive and negative terminals of a cell. Okay, as we have discussed, before the conductor connected between terminals of a cell, the free electrons present in the conductor, of course we have discussed, conductor is a substance which has high number density of free electrons, so average or approximate value of number density of free electrons may be taken as 10 to the power 28 per meter cube, and this power of 10, 28 may vary, maybe 29, maybe 30, maybe 31, depending upon nature of substance. Okay. So number density of free electrons in a good conductor or in a metal is very high. Before the conductor connected between terminals of a cell, the free electrons present in the conductor move in all possible directions, move randomly. Okay. But when the conductor is connected between terminals of a cell under the influence of electric field established or directed from positive to negative, when the conductor is connected between terminals of a cell under the influence of external electric field, all the free electrons experience resultant force which is directed from negative to positive. Okay. But number density of free electrons is very high. Okay. So during their motion, they encounter collision. During their motion, they encounter collision means free electrons collide against rest of atom. Suppose an electron starts means get repelled, okay, and collides against the rest of atom means positively charged atom, ion, and again it gets deviated from its path. This time interval is tau. again deviates from its path, let this interval is tau, again deviates from its path, this interval of time is tau. You may take example of number of electrons which can't be represented in this small space, because see, the number density is very high. Okay, and average interval of time is called as relaxation of time. Okay, we have already discussed numericals on resistance due to change in length and area of cross-section. Okay, in this lecture we will discuss that resistance or resistivity depend upon nature of substance and temperature. Okay, in this lecture we will basically discuss on variation or dependence of resistance or resistivity on temperature. See, so due to high number density of free electrons, electrons collide against the rest of ions. Okay, if we are considering or we are discussing on conductor, if temperature of conductor increases, if temperature of conductor increases, so what will happen? Temperature increases means the conductor, means the electrons gain thermal energy. Due to increase in temperature, thermal energy gained by the electron. Thermal energy means additional thermal. Even at room temperature, there is some thermal energy. If again temperature is increased beyond room temperature, then thermal energy is absorbed by the electrons. So electrons become energetic. So what will happen when the electrons become energetic by gaining thermal energy or due to increase in temperature? The vibrational energy, the vibration of electrons will increase. See, this electron, suppose this electron is colliding with this rest of atom, means positively charged ion, and again after this with this positively charged ion. But if vibrational energy of this electron will increase, it will not collide with this atom, but it will collide like this, positive, positive, positive. So what happens? The interval of time tau 1 will not be there. Between this particular, these two collisions, there will be number of intervals of time, tau 1, tau 2, tau 3, tau 4. So, if temperature increases, then average relaxation of time decreases. As we have discussed, average relaxation of time inversely proportional to temperature. Okay. So, vibrational energy of free electrons increases, frequency of collision increases, so average interval of time decreases. Okay. Then about nature. N is the number of free electrons per unit work. If temperature increases, means if the atoms gain thermal energy, then the outermost electrons, means the electrons in outermost orbit also gain thermal energy, so they may escape out from atom. Means with the increase in temperature, number density of free electrons will increase. Okay. So if temperature of conductor increases, relaxation of time decreases, and number density of free electrons increases. See, resistance or resistivity depend upon number density of free electrons and relaxation of time. So of course I am writing R or rho inversely proportional N into tau, N and tau, since M and E are constant. So if temperature increases, then relaxation of time decreases. Due to decrease in relaxation of time, resistance or resistivity will increase. Okay. If the relaxation of time decreases, resistance or resistivity inversely proportional to relaxation of time. If relaxation of time decreases, then resistance or resistivity will increase again this time. If number density of free electrons increases, this implies resistance or resistivity will decrease. If number density of free electrons increases, then resistance or resistivity will decrease. This is controversial. This is controversial. If temperature increases due to decrease in relaxation of time, resistance or resistivity will increase. If temperature increases due to increase in number density of free electrons, resistance or resistivity will decrease. Then what will happen? Resistance will increase or decrease. Okay, now we'll have discussion. So even at room temperature, number density of free electrons is very high. Even at room temperature, number density of free electrons is very high. So if temperature increases, if again temperature increases, of course, number density of free electrons will increase. But it will not show any significant increase. This increase in number density of free electrons will not exhibit any significant increase in number density of free electrons because it is already high. Even at room temperature, number density of free electron is about 10 to the power 28 per meter cube. It is already very high. Again, if due to increase in temperature, value of number density of free electrons increases, then significantly this number will not change, or there will be a small variation which we don't take into our account. So this factor is not considered in case of conductors. Only we consider about relaxation of time, because there will be no significant increase in number density of free electrons in case of conductors, as even at room temperature number density is already very high. So what we will say? If temperature of conductor increases, then resistance or resistivity increases. Resistance or resistivity increases. This is the concept on conductor. Okay. Then what will be mathematical relation? We will have numerical on it. Okay. What is mathematical relation? In generalized form, if increase in temperature is not too high, then how can we show variation of resistance or resistivity with increase in temperature? Let R naught is resistance at 0 degree centigrade, R0 0 degree, RT is the resistance at T degree centigrade. Then increase in resistance, temperature increases, resistance of conductor increases. So RT greater than R0. So increase in resistance RT minus R0, or we may say delta R. Okay, increase in resistance directly proportional to original resistance. I am writing like this. Of course, we may integrate also. I am taking directly RT minus R0. RT minus R0 directly proportional to initial resistance at 0 degree centigrade. If initial resistance is more, then increase in resistance will also move. Again, increase in resistance directly proportional to increase in temperature T minus 0. Okay. Then increase in resistance RT minus R0. RT minus R0 is equal to R0 into increase in temperature T. Means finally you may write RT minus R0 is a constant into T. Of course, you may take it in very integration form. You may write here delta proportional to R0 proportional to delta T, or proportional to D. Okay. Delta. So I may write dr is equal to a constant in place of delta, small change in resistance is equal to a constant alpha R0 into small change in temperature delta T. Now integrate both sides, delta. Initial resistance R0, final resistance RT. is equal to alpha into R naught, integration of delta t, varying from 0 to t. Again we will get same result. Integration of dr is R, put upper limit RT minus lower limit R0. Integration of dt is t, put upper limit t minus lower limit 0. The result will same. Okay. This is about, sorry, RT minus R0 is a constant alpha into, of course I have written. So RT is equal to R0. I think here I have missed alpha R0. Alpha proportional is equal to alpha R0 t. So RT is equal to R0 plus alpha R0 t. T is the increase in temperature. Then RT is equal to R0 into 1 plus alpha t. Okay. This is the relation. Okay. There is some resistance with temperature. Okay. Then in similar way, I am writing here RT is equal to R0 into 1 plus alpha t. Okay. Of course, this T means increase in temperature. In similar way, resistivity also depends upon temperature. If temperature of conductor increases, both resistance and resistivity increases in place of RT. See, R is equal to rho L by A. So in place of RT, we may write rho T. Resistivity at T degree centigrade, L by A. R0, resistivity at 0 degree centigrade into L by A into 1 plus alpha T. Okay. So L by A get cancelled, then rho T is equal to rho 0 into 1 plus alpha T. The similar relation. This is for resistance, this is for resistivity. Okay. So, is it clear to you? Is it clear? Okay. Can I erase it? Fine. Okay. So, resistance or resistivity increases with increase in temperature in case of conductor, and this is alpha. From this relation you see RT is equal to R0 plus R0 alpha. Then alpha is equal to RT minus R0 divided by R0T. This is called as temperature coefficient of resistance. Temperature coefficient of resistance. Okay. Similarly, temperature coefficient of resistivity in similar way, you may write rho T minus rho 0 divided by rho 0. This is temperature coefficient of resistivity. This is temperature coefficient of resistance. This is temperature coefficient of resistivity. Okay. We'll have numerical on this formula. Okay. Temperature coefficient of resistance or resistivity, in most of the cases, taken to be constant depending upon nature of material. Temperature coefficient of resistance or resistivity, in most of cases in numericals and in many books it is mentioned to be constant in most of the cases. Okay. But we may discuss it. Temperature coefficient of resistance or resistivity also depends upon temperature. We may find the relation for that also. Temperature coefficient of resistance is not always constant, but in most of the cases taken to be constant. Of course, it depends upon temperature. We may find its relation. Okay. Have you gone through it? How this formula? Similar formula in resistivity. Okay. Alpha for resistance RT minus R0 divided by R0. See, this relation is valid if increase in temperature is very small. Okay. So, if temperature is increase, you may remember this formula. If increase in temperature is high, then how resistance varies? R0 into 1 plus alpha delta T plus beta delta T square and so on. If increase in temperature is hot, then this is the relation very important, you may remember. Alpha, beta are temperature coefficient of resistance depending upon temperature. Okay. So, if increase in temperature is small, if increase in temperature is small, means if delta T is small, then this factor may be neglected and we will have this formula 1 plus alpha delta T. In place of delta T, we do write T. Okay. So remember this formula. Now we will discuss. What is the relation of temperature coefficient of resistance with temperature. Okay. Very important and useful discussion. Okay. Very important and useful discussion. See, of course you have already seen this is RT minus R0 divided by R0T. Alpha depends upon temperature. Okay. Then the relation for numerical, let's take T1 and T2 are the temperatures. T1 and T2 are the temperatures. T1 is initial temperature and T2 is final temperature. Then in case of R2 we may write, temperature increases from 0 to T1, then this relation will be R1. In case of R3 we may take R1 for T1, R0 into 1 plus alpha into T1 minus 0, T1. So again, increase in temperature from 0 to T2, then resistance in place of R3 you may take R2, R0 into 1 plus alpha T2. Clear? Is it clear? Okay. Then R1 is equal to R0 plus R0 alpha T1 and R2 is equal to R0 plus R0 into alpha T2. Okay. Then R1 minus R0 is equal to R0 alpha T1. Okay. From this equation, and from this equation R2 minus R0 or R0 is equal to R0 into alpha T2. And again from these two, divide, just divide R1 minus R0 divided by R2 minus R0 is equal to R0. Okay, I'm doing here. Divide R1 minus R0 divided by R2 minus R0 is equal to R0 alpha T1 divided by here we are not getting any relation. We may subtract it. Okay, we may subtract it. This will also give us a relation. Then subtract it. R2 minus R1. Subtract it. Then R0 plus R0 alpha T2 minus R0 plus R0 alpha T1. Then R2 minus R1 is equal to R0, R0 will get cancelled. What will get? R0 alpha T2 minus R0 alpha T1. Then will be do here R2 minus R1 is equal to, bring it common, R0 alpha R0 in T2 minus T1. Then alpha is equal to same form again written back. See, the similar form we have written back. Then alpha also depends upon temperature. Take it down. This is easier form, very easy. Take it down. Okay. Is it clear? Is it clear? Fine. Just open the bracket, you will get the final relation. relation for numerical use. Okay. So alpha also depends upon temperature and resistance of a conductor increases. Resistivity of a conductor increases with increase in temperature. We will have numerical from it. We will have numerical from it. Okay. Then the formulas are like this. Resistance, resistivity depends upon R or rho proportional number density of free electrons and relaxation of time. We have already discussed on conductors. So now semiconductors. Okay. Of course, we will do the variations comparing all. Okay. Semiconductors. Semiconductors, the examples are germanium, silicon, etc. So we will discuss brief about semiconductors. So pure semiconductor or intrinsic semiconductors are not used in electronics instrument because conductivity of pure semiconductors is very small. To increase the conductivity, impurity atoms are added with pure semiconductors. That process is called as doping. Okay. As we have discussed, the charge carriers in metals or conductors are free electrons, in semiconductors are free electrons and holes. The aim of adding impurities is either to increase the number of free electrons or to increase the number of holes. Means so as to increase conductivity of semiconductor. So semiconductors have low number density of free electrons, even at room temperature. Okay. Semiconductors have low number density of free electrons. Okay. So if we increase temperature of semiconductor increases, for semiconductors the temperature increases. If temperature increases for semiconductors, see again we will discuss as that of previous case. Okay. If temperature increases, number density of free electrons increases. Number density of free electrons increases. Again, relaxation of time. What is the relaxation of time? Inversely proportional to temperature. Then, relaxation of time with increase in temperature decreases. Again the same thing. Again controversial. If number density of free electrons increases, then resistance or resistivity. If it increases, so resistance or resistivity will decrease. If relaxation of time decreases, then resistance or resistivity will increase. Then what will happen now? Again controversial. Now the conclusion. Of course, both are correct. Due to increase in temperature, relaxation of time decreases. Okay. Which will tend to increase resistance or resistivity. Again, due to increase in number density of free electrons, this factor will tend to decrease resistance or resistivity. So there will be competition between these two. Finally, this factor dominates. It is not considered because resistance or resistivity increases. Again, due to increase in number density, resistance or resistivity decreases. This factor dominates this factor. Means resulting factor is decrease in resistance or resistivity. Suppose it increases 2 and it decreases 5, then resulting is decrease by 3. So finally we may write resistance or resistivity decreases with rise in temperature for semiconductors. Okay. So if temperature increases, resistance or resistivity of semiconductor decreases, and vice versa. At absolute zero, means at 0 Kelvin, semiconductor behaves as insulator. Okay. If temperature increases, then conductivity of semiconductor increases. That is, resistivity or resistance decreases. Okay. Of course, we again discussed about the forbidden energy gap, conduction band, valence band. Okay. So how the relation with band gap energy, Eg, Bolt band constant, absolute temperature, all these factors we will discuss in semiconductor devices. So this is about semiconductor. Then the similar comparison for insulators. For semiconductor, I am writing here for conductor. Semiconductors, insulators, okay. Temperature increases. Okay. Then what will happen? R or rho for conductor, R or rho will increase. Here decrease, and here decrease. Okay. So similar discussion for insulators. Insulators are those which have no free electron, but practically there are some few number of electrons. Okay. So theoretically we may say like this, we may compare like this. So temperature coefficient of resistance or resistivity, let's take rho T minus rho 0 divided by rho 0 T. Okay. For conductors, resistance or resistivity increases with increase in temperature. So for conductor, rho T is greater than rho 0, because if temperature increases, resistivity or resistance increases. So for conductor, alpha is positive for both resistance and resistivity. Since rho T is more than rho 0, alpha is positive for semiconductors. For semiconductors, resistance or resistivity decreases with increase in temperature. So rho T is less than rho 0. So alpha is negative. So alpha is negative for semiconductors and insulators also, we may say. So this is about conductor, semiconductor and insulator. Okay. Finally, we will have a small discussion. On electrolytes. Electrolytes. See, the charge carriers in electrolytes are positive and negative charge ion. There is no free electron. Positive and negatively charged ion free to move. So if temperature increases, then viscosity decreases. Means volume increases, viscosity decreases, means volume increases. Density decreases, viscosity decreases, density decreases. So the charge carriers are free to move. So you may say, if temperature increases, then viscosity decreases, and we may say resistance or resistivity decreases. Okay. Free motion will be there. Okay. So So resistance or resistivity in case of electrolyte will decrease with increase in temperature. This is the element of idea. Okay. Then required graphs. Note a point. For an ideal conductor, not in practice. Ideal is not in practice at all. This is hypothetical ideal. Nothing is ideal. An ideal conductor has zero resistivity or resistance at absolute 0 or 0 Kelvin. This is consideration. But practical. For conductor at 0 Kelvin, there is some value of temperature. So, again we have discussed, if temperature increases for conductor, then resistance or resistivity increase. Okay. Then for ideal conductor, the variation will be like this. You may take R or rho, increase in temperature. You may take capital T also or small t in degree centigrade or in Kelvin. Temperature will increase. Temperature increases, resistance or resistivity increases. So collision increases, so resistance or resistivity increases. Okay, this is the idea. If you take usual conductor, say for copper, this is temperature, this is R or rho. Okay. Then you may take very small value at 0 Kelvin. You may take, this is absolute temperature. At absolute temperature, resistance or resistivity are very small value for conductors. Okay. At absolute 0 temperature, resistance or resistivity is very small. But for ideal conductor, it is 0. Okay. Then for semiconductor. As we have discussed, for semiconductor, if temperature increases, then resistance or resistivity decreases. If temperature increases, then resistance or resistivity decreases. You may take absolute Kelvin or centigrade temperature R or rho. Temperature increases, resistance or resistivity decreases for semiconductors. Okay. Then for standard resistors, standard resistances are used in resistance box. Okay. So as to control over flow of current. Okay. Standard resistances are made up of alloys, means for alloys. Standard resistances means made up of alloys, So standard resistances should retain their value of resistivity or resistance always same or nearly same. So in general thing, resistivity of alloys more than resistivity of constituent metals. So if some metals are mixed, then we may produce alloys. Resistivity of alloy is more than that of constituent of metals. Okay. So even though there is small variation of temperature, in case of standard resistances are made up of alloys So usually you may take manganese, constanum, etc. Manganese or constanum are used for making standard resistors. With small variation of temperature, resistance or resistivity do not change significantly. Okay, so for alloys, temperature, resistance or resistivity. This is for standard resistance. This is 0. You may take, if you are taking resistance, then this is R0. So resistance increases with increase in temperature, but slow increase in temperature. Resistance will increase because the alloys are made up of metals. Some metals are mixed to form alloys. If temperature increases, collision will increase. So resistance or resistivity must increase, but significantly there will be less increase in resistance. Okay. This is for standard resistance. You may take a Rho naught or R naught. Temperature increases and resistance increases. Okay. So if you take here, temperature is T. Sir, here temperature is T. Then resistance or resistivity you may take this is Rho T or R T. Okay, you may take Rho T or R T. Fine. Is it clear? Okay. Then idea about superconductor. What is superconductor? Superman. So Superman means wave who never loses energy. Superman is always energetic. It can fly. It can. So Superman can do impossible things. Okay. So it says Superman has energy which is always maintained. Okay. He never gets tired. That is Superman. So superconductor. So when current flows through the conductor, due to property of resistance, some amount of energy is lost. So potential difference is produced. Okay. So superconductor is such a material. I am going to the discussion, which has zero resistance or zero resistivity. Even though current flows through superconductor, there will be no potential difference between any 2 points. Means there will be no loss of energy. See, suppose this is a circuit. Means taking a conducting path and a source of EMF or battery, a circuit is formed. Now current is flowing, conventional current. If this conducting path is made up of superconductor, once the current is allowed to flow, then battery is removed. Then flow of current will continue for more time, means maybe in weeks or in months, because there will be no loss of energy. Okay. So in this context, experiments are carried out before more than 100 years. In 1911, Kamerlingh-Onnes proved that mercury shows superconductivity, means zero resistivity, zero, 4.2 Kelvin, and lead shows zero resistivity, below 7.2 Kelvin. So it is concluded that almost all conductors show superconductivity or zero resistivity below certain temperature, which is called as critical temperature. Okay. So critical temperature is the temperature below which a conductor has zero resistivity or the conductor behaves as superconductor. Okay. So research on superconductor is carrying on. Okay. And in 1986, the latest data is superconductor is found at 90 Kelvin. Okay. Research starts from 1911 or before 1911. In 1986, this data comes below 90 Kelvin or at 90 Kelvin. Some alloys are showing superconductivity, so time will come. This temperature range will increase to normal temperature 300 Kelvin. So we are waiting for the days. So maybe in your generation you may see. Okay, superconductor at normal temperature or at room temperature. Okay. Then for superconductor, variation of resistivity with temperature. Variation of resistivity with temperature. This is critical temperature. Variation of resistivity with temperature like this. Below critical temperature, resistivity falls to 0. Okay. This is about theoretical analysis. This lecture will be some extent longer because I will solve some two or three numericals. Let's start. We'll complete the lecture. Maybe duration of time, I will take some time. Have patience. All these numericals are useful numericals. First, okay. First question. At what temperature? Very easy question. At what temperature resistance of copper conductor, resistance of copper conductor is doubled of its value at 0 degree centigrade given temperature coefficient of resistance for copper. Temperature coefficient of resistance of copper is 4 into 10 to the power minus 3 per degree centigrade. Unit of temperature coefficient is per degree centigrade. RT minus R0 by R0T. RT minus R0 same unit as that of R0. So 1 by degree centigrade. Okay. So at what temperature resistance of copper conductor is double of its value at 0 degree centigrade. Let at 0 degree centigrade. At 0 degree centigrade, resistance is R. At T degree centigrade, resistance is R. Okay. At what temperature resistance of copper conductor is double of its value at 0 degree centigrade. At 0 degree centigrade. Okay. Then we will take general formula for R1 and R2. Okay. Then R2 may be taken as R0 into 1 plus alpha T, and R1 may be taken R0 into 1 plus alpha T1. Now divide. So given resistance will be doubled, R2 is equal to 2 R1, then it is 2. R0 get cancelled. 1 plus alpha. This temperature is to be calculated at what temperature? T2. Then 1 plus alpha. T1 is 0. Okay. Then it is easier. Now solve it. This is 0. Alpha into 0, 0. 1 plus alpha. T2 is equal to 2. Then alpha T2 is equal to 2 minus 1, 1. Then T2 is equal to 1 divided by alpha. Alpha is given 1 by 4 into 10 to the power minus 3. And T2 is equal to, solving it, you will get 250 degree centigrade. Okay. At what temperature resistance of copper conductor is doubled of its value at 0 degree centigrade. So answer is 250 degree centigrade. Then we will move to next question. Some easier numericals. Calculate. I am writing temperature T M. Calculate temperature at which the resistance of a conductor becomes resistance of a conductor. I am changing the question a little bit, becomes 20% more than its resistance at 27 degrees centigrade, given alpha per conductor is 2 into 10 to the power minus 4 per Kelvin. Per degree centigrade, we may take per Kelvin. So calculate temperature at which resistance of a conductor becomes 20% more than its resistance at 27 degrees centigrade. No doubtly good question. Let resistance at 27 degrees centigrade is, let's take R. It is easier to write. Resistance at 27 degrees centigrade is R. Then at what temperature? Calculate the temperature. Let that temperature is T. Let that temperature, okay, we will take Kelvin, let's take T. Let that resistance is R. Clear? At what temperature we will find Kelvin temperature R. Okay, then relation. RT is equal to 20% more initial resistance. Resistance at 27 degrees is R plus 20% of R. This is final resistance. Then RT is equal to, we'll solve it. R into 1 plus 20 by 100 means 1 by 5. So RT is equal to, it will come 6 by 5. 6 by 5. Okay. Then relation. RT is equal to our general relation. So see, resistance at 27 degrees centigrade is this much. So resistance at 27 degrees centigrade is R. Resistance at T degrees centigrade is, at T Kelvin is 6 by 5 into R. Then RT is equal to R into 1 plus alpha into difference in temperature T minus 27 degrees 300 Kelvin. 300 Kelvin. Okay. RT is equal to R into 1 plus alpha delta theta. Delta theta, here delta T, T minus 27 degrees in Kelvin, 300 Kelvin. Then in place of RT, we may write 6 by 5 R is equal to R into 1 plus alpha into T minus 300. R gets cancelled. Then alpha into T minus 300 is equal to 6 by 5 minus 1. 6 by 5 minus 1. So it will come 1 by 5. It will come 1 by 5. Now solving. Here we may solve. So we have to find T. T minus 300. T minus 300 is equal to, this is 1 by 5, we have solved it, is equal to 1 by 5 alpha. T minus 300 is, I am writing here again, alpha into T minus 300 is equals to 1 by 5. 6 by 5 minus 1 is 1 by 5. T minus 300 is 1 by 5 alpha. So T is equal to 1 by 5 alpha plus 300. So alpha is given. T is equal to 1 by 5 into 2 into 10 to the power minus 4 plus 300. So T is equal to, this is 10. This is 10 to the power minus 4. Finally 10 to the power minus 3 means 1000 plus 300. So temperature comes 1300 Kelvin. This is our answer. Okay, find easier. Next question. Some maximum one or two questions. Just see. Next question. Very good question. You may enjoy the question. Okay. Next question. Resistance. Resistance of silver wire. Wow. Resistance of silver wire. So resistance of we have taken resistance of silver wire is 1 ohm at suppose 0 degree centigrade. You may take anywhere. Let's take 20 degree centigrade. Resistance of silver wire is 1 ohm at 20 degree centigrade. Is now it is placed in water bath, means hot water bath. Silver will take bath in water, hot water bath. Now it is placed in water bath, and the resistance becomes 12 ohm. If alpha for silver is 3.8 into 10 to the power minus 3 per degree centigrade. Find temperature of water. Very easy question. Initial temperature is 20 degree centigrade. Initial resistance is 1 ohm. Now it is put in water bath. Resistance becomes 12 ohm. Alpha is given. Then we have to find final temperature. Okay. Temperature of water bath. See. This is 12 ohm. Okay. This is 1 ohm. Okay. 1.2 ohm. Okay. 1.2 ohm. 1.2. Resistance will not increase too high. With small variation of temperature, resistance will not increase to too high. 1.2. Okay. Then we will get answer. Final resistance is 1.2. Then it is equals to initial resistance is 1. You may take very simple relation. R2 is equal to R1 into 1 plus alpha into E2 minus T1 in similar form. Then 1.2 is final resistance. R1 is 1 ohm into 1 plus alpha. Alpha is 3.8 in 10 to the power minus 6. Then change in temperature. Final temperature is T2. Initial temperature is 20 degree centigrade. 20 degree centigrade. Now just solve it. After solve it, you will get T2, means temperature of water bath. Temperature of water bath will come to 72.6 degree centigrade. 72.6 degree centigrade. This is very simple question. Okay. The next question.